As most of you know, I'm a truck driver by trade, so here I am. Before I continue with my stream of thoughts here, like with anything, like, share, subscribe, and the video is for 18 and older. Your discretion is advised, as we always say and do for all the housekeeping. But in any case, going into it, we all know what's been going on the last couple days and going on weeks now of the setup and build up to the trucker convoys that have been happening not just in Canada but starting to happen in a lot of other countries. Now, first and foremost, insanely proud of what's going on. We are seeing how peaceful protest works, first and foremost, but also you're seeing the other thing. Oh, sidebar, excuse the lighting. The other thing that we're seeing is when a blue-collar working person has had enough and they feel they have no recourse. And this is probably the best thing that's happened, the best way, safely and peaceful. Because if it was anything different, then obviously the powers that be would take the narrative and turn it against the very people they need in order to keep society going, which we're seeing right now, and it's very sad. The lengths that people that would go just to prove that they are right in their thought process and being, even to the point of basically just hurting the very people you were praising in the beginning of this whole pandemic. Now, if you speak to a truck driver, someone that's been doing this for the last couple of years, for either before or just started during this pandemic, our lives have not just changed before the pandemic, where people that have come in have actually come into a new situation, if that makes sense. There have been a lot that we have all gone through. We've seen what happened during the beginning, during the summer of love, and then during this whole thing where we're forced to make decisions against our very nature, our thought process, or in our right mind, our gut feelings. I know I'm being vague, but I think we know what I'm talking about here. And a lot of things. But I'll just leave this with two messages. First and foremost, the things that put the pressure on us truck drivers, and not just us drivers, but also any just blue collar, just regular person, the pressures that have been put on us the last couple of years need to end. We're done. And if we're not being listened to, this is the way. Peacefully giving our opinions and speaking our minds to what's going on. We are done. So I'm glad to see that happening. Now, from my understanding too, this is going to be happening in the United States. And if it does, or when it does, gentlemen, ladies, keep this in mind. Keep it peaceful and be safe. Don't let the narrative be taken away from us, from all of us that have done local trucking, to regional trucking, to over-the-road trucking, crossing borders. I've crossed the border a few times, so I definitely understand what my Canadian counterparts feel. Having to cross the border, go through the leg and the paperwork, and having to cross back to your home country. I understand that aspect. I also want to say this to other regular people. If you see us as fans of your channels, or if you know we have channels, reach out to us, talk to us. We do all have stories. Good ones, bad ones, and different ones, what have you. And I think that could be something that should be documented now. Just all of our experiences from the beginning to the middle to hopefully the end of this, let's be honest, this nightmare that had been put upon us by entities that we were not expect to have go against us. Again, sorry to be vague, but you can fill in the blanks of what I may or may not be saying. But where I'm posting is on YouTube or Twitter, depending. You know how it is. But I'm going to leave it at there. I'll leave it at that. So thank you for letting me ramble. Hopefully I made sense. And let's support truckers, please. There's a lot that we do. And we've just added one more thing to our mystique, as it were. I never really fully believed in it. I kind of did, but now I guess it's reaffirmed in my mind that the trucker is definitely the ruler of the road. So with that said, in lieu of my usual send-off, let me do it with the other hand. Ladies and gentlemen, good luck out there, and stay strong.